Been counted all your aces, you ain't winning. Your phone book full of numbers and names.
Hey guys, what's up? It's Veronica. So today I'm going to be doing another Plan With Me video, and this one is going to be for the month of April. I know a lot of you guys said you really liked the video I did for last month, so I kind of was thinking of doing this as a regular monthly thing. If you guys like that idea, then make sure to give this video a big thumbs up. So that being said, let's just get right on into the video. So I'm going to be starting off with doing a monthly page and a monthly calendar. So first I wanted to make a little logo circle, so I just took the bottom of my plant and kind of traced around it for a circle. Then I also doodled on little leaves just to decorate this a little bit. Then since the circle was black, I also decided to outline the leaves with black as well. And then inside the circle, I just wrote April 2017. So I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with this page. When I first did this, I wanted to leave a lot of extra space around the logo, and then I was going to add photos that I had taken throughout the month and kind of post them on that page like a corkboard, which I think would be a really cool idea. So then I moved on to making my monthly log, which this is just a big calendar that I use to kind of keep track of everything in the month, like birthdays and anniversaries and those kind of things. So then I just went in and also numbered all the days of the week, and then I just added each day of the week. So since I messed up on top and I'm not going to be using that space anyway, I took some washi tape and covered that up, and then I took some paper and some Elmer's sticky tape to make a little spot where I could write monthly log. And this is actually a really cool idea because I feel like you can hide a lot of mistakes by doing this, and it also looks kind of cool. So then once I was finished with my monthly log, I kind of went back to my page with April on it and wanted to put more on it. So I just kind of started randomly adding dots and hearts to kind of fill one half of the page, which actually ended up taking me a while. So then I also wanted to make a little spot where I could keep notes and things. So I took a piece of paper and some washi tape, and I was going to make an envelope. So I just kind of ran the washi tape over the piece of paper and then let it hang over the edges so that it would stick down. And then at the top part I didn't have any tape so that it wouldn't stick and there would be an opening there. So now I'm just going to kind of seal that down, and then you can put things in it. And then I also wanted to make it look more like an envelope, so I took some white scrap piece of paper and made a little triangle to stick down above it. So then I also decided to add some pictures in the corner, and I'm actually going to cut out this little succulent, and then I'm going to paste both of these onto the page. And as you guys probably will notice, this video is a little bit more in depth compared to the last one because I recently just started adding photos and washi tape and more things to my bullet journal. So if you guys haven't seen my video from March, you could check that out too if you wanted more of a simpler bullet journal setup. Because I noticed a lot throughout this whole video I experimented on different things that I don't normally do. So then that is it for my first two pages for the month of April. And then for the next two pages, I'm going to do some goals and trackers. So for the first page, I really want to do a habit tracker. And I'm really not going to change it that much to what I've been doing because it's been working pretty well. So if you guys have seen my last video, then this might get a little repetitive. But for those of you who have not seen me set up my tracker, I usually just start out by making dots for the spaces, and then I will number each dot for each day of the month. Then depending on how many habits I want to start trying to do, I make that many rows in dots, which takes quite a lot of time, so I'm just going to skip ahead so you guys don't have to watch me do that. Then I just add kind of each goal or habit by the side where I will fill in check marks all the way throughout the month. So yeah, that's about it for my tracker. This usually works pretty good, so I tried not to change it too much. Oh, and yeah, I have to fill in the lettering with rainbow colors to kind of correlate with the tracker. So now on the other page, I decided that I was going to have the first 2 days of April on this because it's not technically a full week and I wasn't going to make a full page for that. So I figured I'd have the first 2 days on this page. And I'm just going to do this like I usually do. I like to make a box where I can kind of have my tasks and then 2 smaller boxes to keep track of my water intake and my workout. Then I'm just going to kind of separate that with some washi tape, and I'm going to make a box where I can add goals for the month of April. And I just usually like filling this with, you know, a few ideas of things I want to accomplish, and then I usually check them off throughout the month. So now, since I had some extra space, I kind of wanted to make a spot where I could put a fitness challenge that I want to start doing every day of the month. And once again, I'm using the washi tape and some paper to kind of make a little box to write in. And then I'm just going to kind of write down my fitness challenge. So then that's it for these 2 pages. I have my 2 days, my goals, my tracker, and then my fitness challenge. So now I'm going to be showing you guys how I plan out my week. So I started doing this very differently than I did in my last video because I feel like this went way quicker than the old way I used to do it. So I'm going to start out by kind of adding a banner on top that says April, and then it shows the dates of the week. So basically how I do this is I write the day of the week in cursive, and then I will finish out the cursive line with a ruler to kind of separate each day. And then, since I usually have less to do on Sunday and Saturday, I fit those both into one section. Then, like I used to, I still like to keep track of my water intake and my workout. So I usually have the hydrate kind of spot on each day, and then I will fill in the water drops for each bottle of water that I drink. And then for my workout, I stopped writing that because some days I didn't work out, or sometimes I needed more space to kind of write down what I did for my workout, so I just leave it blank, and then if I do work out, I write it below hydrate kind of what I did. So then moving on to the next page, I like to start out by writing a small calendar in the corner, and this just kind of helps me to kind of see what's coming up in the month and where I am in the week, month kind of area. Then I'm going to make 2 boxes, and one of these is going to be for goals and one of these is going to be for meal planning. So I didn't like how weekly goals looked, so I added some 2-sided tape and some paper and kind of tacked that down. And then I took some washi tape and made it look like I was tacking it down with the washi tape. And I think I changed this later too because I don't really like how it looks. So then I'm going to move on to the meal planning, and I try and make a little spot for each day of the week, and then I also write on the side each day of the week. So now I actually go back in and fix the goals, and I'm just going to do the same method I've been doing kind of throughout the journal, where I take washi tape and then I put paper on top and write on top of that. So then the only other thing that I like on this page is at the bottom I usually will put a spot for notes for the next week, like maybe tasks I want to do the next week, or just ideas of things that are coming up, just a spot in case I don't have my journal set up for the next week. Then I'm just going to add 2 kind of inspirational pictures up in the corner, and that's it. So I have my weekly planning, my goals, my meal planning, my next week, and then my small calendar. And then I have my fitness challenge, my goals, my 2 first days, my habit tracker, and then of course we have the month of April. So that is it for this video. I hope you guys liked it. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!